I'm Rich Anino from TriMet. Have you ever been in the situation where you've been sent a huge 3D printing request consisting of a ton of copies of a handful of parts, and you've struggled to figure out the right printer workflow to achieve maximum throughput on your machines and really hit that deadline? They want how many parts? And they want them when? In today's 3D printing video tech tip, we're going to cover just that and give you the top 3 things that you can change in your workflow to achieve optimal printer throughput and never miss a deadline again.
Number 3.
Depending on the size of parts that you're printing, most people think that they're limited to the X and Y axis of their printer to print larger quantities of parts. Not anymore. Stratasys industrial 3D printers enable you to take full advantage of the Z axis, nesting your parts safely, repeatably, consistently, and reliably. For some technologies, such as PolyJet and FDM, it's a matter of starting in your CAD software, take your model, multiply it on the Z-axis, and add an air gap for clearance. And on other technologies, such as Selective Absorption Fusion, SAF for short, you're able to do that in your printer prep software, GrabCAD Print. The origin here, we used NetFab initially, and then we can add supports in.
Here you see the Origin 1 printing 60 parts in a single nested tray overnight, ensuring tens to hundreds of thousand parts a year.
Number 2.
Supports are annoying. On some technologies, they're hard to remove, and others, it takes a long time to wait for the supports to dissolve out in the wash tank. What if I told you that on most of these technologies, you could use less support material than you're currently using and still end up with great parts that print a lot faster?
It sounds made up, but it's true. Most thermosets and thermoplastics have an allowable self-supporting angle. So, for FDM parts, you can often limit your support generation to as low as 35 degrees, or even remove them in small sidewall holes using the Inside software. And for other technologies like Origin 1, many of our materials can even get down to a 15-degree self-supporting angle due to their incredibly high green part strength.
Number 1.
Everybody always asks me for the highest resolution, smoothest surface finished parts that they can get. But you know what we sacrifice when we print in really fine layers? Time. It takes a long time to print each one of these tiny little layers. So, printing larger layers will get us a shorter print duration, and often we're not even going to be able to perceive the difference between those layers by the human eye. Ultimately, while they're very similar, the dimensional accuracy is going to be relatively identical between both layer heights. So if you need to increase your throughput, going to a lower resolution is actually going to increase your productivity.
Bonus.
One more thing. If you find yourself in a bind and no matter what you try, you can't finish your project soon enough, reach out to our TriMet Advanced Manufacturing Services team and we'll use our equipment to finish your project quicker. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.